You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I got to tell you, I think a lot of people don't quite know exactly what to believe on this situation. And I'm talking about John Mateer, who's going to be the starting quarterback for Oklahoma, the Sooners, allegedly, depending on what is going on with these sports gambling allegations. Now, Mateer has actually come out and made some comments now. He's claiming it's a joke. It was a joke inside. I mean, I cannot believe if this is real. He would have been this dumb to have literally named something, quote unquote, sports gambling. Yikes. But surely not. In case you're wondering, let's just take a look. Washington State, right? All right. 3,000 yards last season, 29 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and a 64.6% completion percentage. NFL draft buzz. He's currently ranked for them at number 10 overall for next year's very deep draft. Arch is probably not coming out. I have no idea. Did I just see Nico ahead of him? Surely I did not. No, I did not. Yeah, I did right there. What? Okay. So anyway, Carson Beck, I don't know. Anyway, I can tell you it's a guy that Todd McShay has already started talking up. He's already done a breakdown on him. If I was Mateer, I would go back to college another year. Let's say he gets a comparable amount of activity. He's still only looking at about 700 career attempts. I'd rather see that up over 1,000. But let's get to this, because this is very interesting. Oklahoma's starting quarterback, John Mateer, after screenshots of past references to, quote, sports gambling on his Venmo account surfaced online Monday, denied ever being involved in gambling, saying Tuesday it was, quote, inside jokes with his friends. School officials became aware of the screenshots late Monday night and are looking into the situation, according to ESPN's Pete Thamel. Quote, the allegations that I once participated in sports gambling are false, Mateer posted to X. My previous Venmo descriptions did not accurately portray transactions in question, but they were instead inside jokes between me and my friends. Quote, I've never bet on sports. I understand the seriousness of the matter, but recognize that taken out of context, those Venmo descriptions suggest otherwise. I can assure my teammates, coaches, and officials at the NCAA that I have not engaged in any sports gambling. So, and I just happened to come across this. This was his statement right here. Boys had to be cackling on this one. Sports gambling. UCLA versus USC. Interesting. Hilarious inside joke on the day of the game. Yikes. Certainly doesn't look great on paper. So that was November 20th, 2022. The game was the day before. 48-45. So it looks, I mean, if you just put that's what I guess makes this look so bad, because if you put the dates together, it looks like he was paying off a gambling debt from a game that took place the night before or the day before. And this was the big game of the day. Woo! It's going to be interesting. I mean, I get his point. Surely to God, you wouldn't name it sports gambling on your Venmo. I mean, but you're dealing with somebody that's also, I mean, pretty young. I don't know how young John Mateer is, but he can't be just too awful old. Considering he's in college, and I don't even know if I click on this, it doesn't matter. I mean, he's probably, well, you're talking about a sophomore. Let's say he's 20 years old, And again, right now they got him ranked at 10th in the NFL draft, but I can almost tell you, I mean, there's people talking about him being ahead of Carson Beck, probably. I mean, a lot of people have lost faith in him. People don't know what Nico's going to be. But I've heard John Mateer somewhere up in the top 6 quarterbacks next year coming out in the draft. But who knows whether or not he's going to really decide to come out. Screenshots posted online allegedly twice included sports gambling and memos for transactions while he was a freshman at Washington State. Both transactions were allegedly made to a Venmo account of Richard Roten, believed to be a teammate at Washington State at the time. College athletes are prohibited from betting on any sport offered by the NCAA, with penalties up to loss of eligibility. OU Athletics issued a statement saying, quote, "It takes any allegations of gambling seriously and works closely with the NCAA in any situation of concern. The school said it's unaware of any NCAA investigation and has no reason to believe there is one pending." Mateer, the number 1 overall player in ESPN's portal rankings, so he was the highest transferred to Oklahoma from Washington State. Oklahoma is ranked 18th in the AP's top 25. They open August 30th. Man, we are closing in against Illinois State. Yikes. So I get his point in the idea that surely you wouldn't have put sports gambling. I mean, I get that. I mean, that is the part that makes it look like a joke. But at the time, you're also talking about somebody that would have been, 18 years old maybe? I mean, you're at that age, you're young and dumb in a lot of ways. So it does, at least, there's no way that Oklahoma can see that and the NC2A can see that and them not investigate it. I mean, that has to happen. People need to understand that. Now, if I'm Oklahoma and the NC2A starts talking about suspensions and all that, at some point, one of these big schools, is going to test the power of the NC2A, because I've said for 3 or 4 years now, the NC2A is benign. I mean, what power do they really have? One of these universities is going to end up suing the NC2A, and it's going to be whatever suspensions and all this that they're found liable for, it's going to end up getting thrown out. College football has talked about abolishing their connection to the NC2A for quite some time. It's like, oh, you want to suspend this guy for 3 games? Kiss my ass. We'll sue you. And in fact, we'll just withdraw from the NC2A. The SEC can be its own entity anyway. I mean, it's why I said, Michigan should sue anything that comes out involving Harbaugh and the national championship and all that. The NC2A is a dying entity, period. It's on life support. It's going to end up being conferences, and then it's going to be less conferences, and then you're going to have even less conferences, and you're going to end up having some of these schools go the route of Notre Dame too, I think. Tell me what you think. Do you believe these allegations? I'm sure if you're a Texas fan, this guy was literally sitting in Vegas somewhere betting on games. I don't know. I mean, the forwardness of it makes you think it is a joke, but it's not a great look considering there was a game the day before for the screenshot. You get the point. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.